Hello and welcome to Stumpy's Gaming. In this video we are going to be going over how to install a mod off of the Steam Workshop, and we will be featuring this mod right here, the Outlaw Peterbilt 359 version 2. There's a couple of different ways of going about installing a mod from the Steam Workshop. From the Steam app you can go to Community, Workshop, and then you'll probably have to search American Truck Simulator for this particular workshop to come up. And then one of the first choices that currently comes up is this mod right here. If you don't find it, then you can search for it. But I'm going to show you an even easier way to get your apps, to get your mods. If we jump into the game here, okay, the first thing from the title screen here, we want to scroll down to mods. And you will see all of the mods that I currently have. But also notice over here on this side of the screen, on the right side of the screen, I do not have any of them active. Okay, this is a copy of my main profile that I made for this video. So if we come over here to this mod manager section of the screen, if you see right here this little icon where my mouse pointer is, that's the Steam Workshop. If you click on that, it takes you to a web browser version of the Steam Workshop. And also currently, it is one of the first things that pops up is this Outlaw 359 version 2. Once again, if you don't see it, maybe you're watching this video later and this mod is no longer being featured at the top, just come over here to Type and scroll down to Trucks. And then you can search all of the trucks here and find it. Once you find it, just click on it. And this will give you all the information of the mod in case you're doing, a different mod. You want to check it out before you subscribe to it and put it in the game. So you want to, read and make sure that it's going to work on the current version of the game. In this case, if we're on 1.60 version, it does work in 1.60. If you come across this video later and you're doing this, at a later date, you want to make sure that whatever version of the game we're on, that this mod will work. So all you have to do to get this mod is click this subscribe button right here. And it'll tell you subscribed, and it might take a few minutes for it to download. But for now, we're done here, so we can come up here to back to the game. Up here in the upper right, hit this little X button. And there it is. It showed up. So once it does that, if you just click on it one time, you can come over here to this little right arrow button, and that drops that particular mod into the game. And we're ready to confirm changes. Just real quick, I want to show you a different way to do it. So let's take it back out. Alternatively, you can come over to the mod and just double left click it. Boom, it pops it over. Now, quick word, if you're going to be adding multiple mods, you have to pay attention to load orders. And I'm not going to go into that in this video, but just know that you've got to place the mods in the proper order. You can search this information on the internet, on YouTube, on the American Truck Simulator forums. I will probably do a video in the future about it, but for now I don't have a video on it. Just know that multiple mods requires the proper order. But in this case, we're just using this one mod, so we can confirm the changes. And now we can continue our career. Now we have to go into the game, and we have to actually purchase the truck to use it. So once we get done loading into the game, now I currently don't have a truck because I sold my truck before starting this video, but that's no problem. We're going to go to Services, Truck Dealers, and I'm at a point in this profile where I can buy online. But first you have to select what dealer you want to buy from. In this case, you want to go to the Peterbilt dealer. And then you want to select which dealer, and you have to have at least one Peterbilt dealer discovered. So pick a dealership, click on it, and now we can buy it online. If you are not leveled up enough to do that, or I think you have to own 3 trucks before you can buy online, and that's no problem. Just visit the dealer. Matter of fact, let's just do that. Let's go back to services, truck dealers, Peterbilt. We'll select this one in Casper, and we'll visit the selected dealer. And yes, we really want to travel to Casper and visit the Peterbilt dealer. And here we are. It is, look at this first truck that shows up. This is the worn out version of this mod, which is what I really like about this mod, is you can buy a clapped out looking truck like this and then deliver a couple of loads, make a little money, and slowly start cleaning it up, upgrading it, making it look nicer. But this is a real good way to kind of gain some immersion in the game, like you're actually going to make progress. You know, start with a beat up truck and work your way up to making it look like a nice truck. But let's say you don't want to do that. Then you can come over here, the same version of the truck, but this is just a brand new truck. In this case, it's plain Jane truck, but we can come in here and custom configurize it. And let's start with let's throw the 63-inch flat block. Now it tells you need to remove the short wheelbase. What this does is changes the chassis to the long wheelbase. So you go ahead and do that, and look at that. Now we have a truck with a sleeper on it. Now we can come in here and choose which engine we want. Now this particular mod only comes with the engines that the mod creator put in there. I'm sure there's ways to add different engines to it, but we're not going to go over that in this video. So we're just going to pick one of the available engines. So let's see here. We got a 550 horse Cat C15. That seems to be the biggest horsepower we can get. We can get a 525 Cummins. Let's see what this Cat 3408 sounds like. I do like a V8. Let's choose which transmission we want. If you've watched my videos, you know that I love an 18-speed. Now I'm not sure what this 16 plus 2 is referring to. I mean, that's an 18-speed. So I'm just going to come down here and go with the 18-speed. We got a couple choices of differential ratios. If you see here where it says differential, the higher the number, the higher your RPMs are going to be cruising down the highway in top gear. Okay. Also, the higher this number, the easier it is to get a heavy load moving. So if you're going to do a lot of heavy hauling, then you want to select a lower differential. And if you look up here at the 16.2, if you really want to get crazy with it, you can put this 456 differential in there. But it's got the same overdrive ratio. If you look here at these ratios, it's got the same overdrive ratio, so you may only be able to go like maybe 60 miles an hour max. And that's with the RPMs just cranked up. So be careful choosing your rear axle ratio if you want to be able to, you know, go 70 or 75 or even 80 miles an hour down the highway. Now, if you want to just fly, then you want to go with the lowest number. You want to put a 323 in here, coupled with that overdrive. That should get you, 100 miles an hour if you have enough horsepower. But let's go with the 355 ratio, kind of middle ground. And then we can come over here and choose our paint job. Ooh, it's kind of loud. Let's just go with a simple retro paint job like this. We already got some chrome wheels on here. I do want to change those headlights. I like the single headlights. So let's go over here and see all these little bubbles. You click on any one of those, or just don't even click on it. Just hover over it and it'll tell you what it is. So I want to go to the headlights, click on it. I want these classic 359 singles. Alright, yeah, that's what I'm liking right there. Ooh, I took the headlights off. Let's not do that. Okay, what do you say we change this bumper out? Fender bar, bumper. Let's Let's look what this modern one looks like. Ooh, I like that. Now we can go even further and we can put lights in every single one of these spots down here. But we're going to skip this just for now. See what this thick brick one looks like. That's a little much for my taste. Let's go with this one. But this is the cool part about building your own truck. You get to do what you want to do. You get to put what you want on here. We've got an option for exhaust, stock. Oh, now that is just, yes. I will take it. Now we come in here to interior, and we only got one choice, and that's what we got. So let's go to interior accessories and see what we can change. We can come down here and air cleaners, gauges. I like the little visors on there, so let's do that. And see right here it says GPS nav up here in the corner. You can put one here. Oh, that's the sun visor. I thought there was more options for where to put the GPS. CB radio, hanging items. Huh. That's interesting. Air cleaners. Let's go ahead and put a GPS right here. Oh, okay, this is where you can select where to put it. Once you select here, you can go bottom left, bottom right, top left. I prefer top left. That's just my personal preference. You go with what you want to go with. That's your choice. And for now, we're going to call that good. So let's confirm that. There's our truck. Let's go ahead and purchase it. And currently, I have myself based out of Las Vegas. So let me put it under myself and then click OK. And then click OK there. And then let's go ahead and leave the dealership. Alrighty. Let's start this up and see what she sounds like. First, let's set that parking brake. Okay. Let's roll those windows down and see if it sounds any better. What's it sound like outside the truck? Get rid of the mirrors and everything. Alright, well, to be honest, I'm not real happy with this particular engine, so I will try a different engine and go from there. But for now, we are going to call this video a wrap. If you liked the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified of future videos, and until we meet again, see you later.